Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at The Dove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Welcome to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson, and I wanted to take a few moments today to talk to you quickly, just a short segment, talking about our new channel, Channel 18 for the Dove TV, and why we went to Channel 18 and how we got there. And again, I just want to say thank you to all of you who support this ministry. There is no way, believe me, there is no way we could be on the air, both radio and television, and through all the digital platforms, if it wasn't for your faithful support month after month here at the Dove. And the impact that this ministry is having on lives is far beyond anything we could ever possibly think or dream of. But it seems the crazier that the world gets, the more that people are turning to Christian media for hope and for encouragement and for direction. And only God can take the programming on the radio and the television and match it with the person's need at the right time. And it fulfills the scripture that we were given quite a few years ago. It's found in Romans 10:20, and it says this: I was found by those who were not seeking me, and I manifested myself to those who did not ask. So while people aren't even looking for God, they're surfing the dial, they find a program, and it ministers to their need, and the Lord reveals His love to them at the perfect and the most precious time. And that's what happens day in and day out. Well, as you know, about 4.5, 5 years ago, we had the opportunity to finally get a television license, and it was a huge step of faith, a huge step of faith. And in fact, you, the radio audience, helped us raise the funds to put the television station on the air 2 years before it ever went on the air. And we were able to do that through your generous belief in this mission and what we're doing. And so we signed on UHF Channel 44, and at the same time, the charter cable company saw the value in what we were doing and gave us Channel 18. So together we signed on those two signals, Channel 18 on the charter system, cable system, and UHF Channel 44. And within a year, we were granted Television Station of the Year by the National Religious Broadcasters Association. We were shocked that they recognized us as Television Station of the Year. We were only 2 years old at the time. And the reason they did is they saw the difference in what we were providing and an alternative to other sources that are out there. Well, in the meantime, behind the scenes, the FCC is now seriously looking at taking all stations that are 32 on the UHF dial and above. So from channel 32 on up into 56, 54, somewhere in there, those channels could arbitrarily just go away as the FCC is looking at what they call spectrum or channel packing. And at the same time, the FCC was saying to all LP television stations that you have to upgrade to digital. And so we had this dilemma. Do we spend the money to upgrade in a television station that we could possibly lose the frequency? I mean, and this is still going on as we speak. So this whole argument has not been settled. It is a national controversy in our industry at the moment, and we're not even sure where it's going to go. It could affect just large markets. There's a good chance it may never even affect a small market like Southern Oregon. But on the other hand, there's absolutely no guarantees. In the meantime, hanging over the top of us was this edict from the FCC that we have to upgrade to digital. All television stations, all the high-power stations had to do it a couple of years ago. Now they're requesting out of all stations, and including low-power television stations. Well, long story, very long story short, we had an opportunity to buy Channel 18. And the reason we looked at this seriously was because we could actually acquire this television station that is already digital and take it over for about a third of the cost than what it would cost us to take our Channel 44 and upgrade it to digital. And when you looked at the consequences, it did two things for us. And when you look at the big picture, obviously God is protecting us, because we got a Channel 18, which is far below the Channel 32, which was going to be a decision point as to whether or not we even have a license. And at the same time, it upgraded us to digital. So all this time, behind the scenes, for about the last year or so, we've been working hard on trying to put all this together. We also been working hard to make sure that we just didn't want to go on the air and ask for the funds to do that because we're involved in the move. And I have to tell you, we just relied, it was a huge step of faith. We just said, God, if this is you, protecting not only our position on the dial, but also giving us an opportunity to upgrade, that somehow in some way the resources would come in. Well, we saved and scrimped and cut. We did everything we can while at the same time we're moving. We were saving some of our resources to make this happen. And we were able to acquire Channel 18. After we took it over, then we had a hard time getting our signal to the mountaintop in order to make it all work. And we wrestled with that for about a month, maybe 2 months or so. And our engineers behind the scene, Bill and others, worked very, very hard on trying to get all that connected. Well, last week, finally, it all came together. And so we are delighted to let you know that the Dove TV is now secure. And it has been a long road. It's a very difficult road and a very stressing time as to whether or not our actual Channel 44 would even survive. And we still don't know the outcome of that. Channel 44 is still on the air, and we're grateful for that. It is an analog signal. In the meantime, we signed on Channel 18, which is a digital signal. And if you have a rabbit ears or you have a smart TV, there's a good chance it'll just come in real loud and very clear, and you can look at it at Channel 18. And so last week we finally made that announcement that Dove TV is available on UHF Channel 18 with a secure dial position, and it's been upgraded to digital all in one move for about the third the cost that otherwise it was going to cost us to upgrade Channel 44. And we're so grateful that the Lord made that available to us. And in the meantime, we had no idea, but the charter cable company announced to us last week that they were taking our Klamath Falls dial position in Klamath Falls on the charter system, which was 89, and they moved it to 18. Now, folks, only God can do all of this, and we're so grateful for it. So the Dove TV can be seen in Klamath County on Charter Channel 18, in Jackson County on Charter 18, in Josephine County on Charter Channel 18. It can be seen on UHF Digital Channel 18. It can be seen on UHF Channel 44 Analog. It can be seen on Ashland HomeNet on Channel 96. And we also now have been signed on Channel 41 in the Bend, Redmond, Prineville area. So we're really thankful for what the Lord is doing with the Dove TV. It is growing in ways we never thought of. But more importantly, this growth is wonderful and it's very impacting, and it's a lot of work behind the scenes, technical-wise and just general management-wise. But more importantly is the impact that the Dove TV is having on lives every day, as well as the Dove radio. And I want to say we can't do any of this without you. Your support is vital. And we will give you an upgrade on where we are with the move coming up in just a few days. Right now, our engineers have now moved from the Channel 18, getting it on the air and all settled down, back over to the building where they're doing a lot of pre-engineering over there, getting ready for moving the actual radio and television operation to our new facility, which will give us the ability to do so much more. And folks, none of this can be done without your help. It just doesn't happen any other way. About 86% of our income is from faithful listeners and viewers just like yourself. The others, we do get some revenue sharing from some of the programs, and we do have some advertising income that comes off the television, but not off the radio. So together we're able to make it day in and day out, week after week. It gets tight like any other ministry, but this operation requires an awful lot to keep it going. And I just want to say thank you for being so faithful in what the Lord's leading you to do. And if you want to help us in some of the areas, you're more than welcome to only do what the Lord's leading you to do. We have still some big challenges and needs for us on the move, and they just kind of happen. I don't want to give you that laundry list right now, but if you can help us a little extra there, that would be wonderful. But thank you for your faithfulness. And again, we're so excited to announce that you can now watch the Dove TV on UHF channel 18. It is a digital signal. It is beautiful. And in the very near future, we are now working to increase the power on that significantly, which will push the signal out even further. So thankful for your faithful support. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, and delighted to have back in the studio with us on this last day of June, Brian Platt. It's significant that we have him here today, and we'll tell you why in just a few moments.